How's everybody doing? Oscar Blue for Real America's Boys News. Thank you so much for joining in. This is a broadcast of the Migrant Caravan Day 2 as we have been walking since 4 o'clock in the morning, showing the reality of what's going on. Tune in to our network, Real America's Voice News, the voice of the people, for the best broadcast according to the border situation. Also, a quick shout out to the War Room with Mr. Steve Bannon, also the morning show with Mr. Dave Brody, also Miss Dr. Gina, Miss Miranda Khan, all of the group from Real America's Boys News. Give a quick shout out to all of them. We were today in the morning broadcasting with them, doing multiple hits for the network. As today, the caravan advances since 4 o'clock in the morning. 6,000 people started to move, started to walk. Again, as you see, multiple children. You see, this is the epicenter of this caravan that has been advancing since yesterday, that took out, started walking at 6 o'clock in the morning, walked around 12 kilometers to a place that is called Alvaro Obregón. And now the caravan has landed in a place that is called Huehuetan. At around 4 o'clock in the morning, they started walking through different particular checkpoints and trying to move forward into the next particular stage, that is Huehuetan, that is where we are located. The migrants have taken over a park where they are going to be sleeping today, tomorrow. They are going to be waking up early in the morning to move into the next municipal city, that is going to be Huixla. We have been there multiple times in Huixla, as you know, the circumstances on that place is to basically go to the other immigration center, which is in Huixla, which is in particularly not only a migrant station, but they ask for the permits right there for them to transit freely into the country of Mexico. This is the way it looks right now in the dome. Look at this. This is the epicenter of people. How it looks. Have everybody. It's sleeping right here on the floor. There's a lot of children. That's the only thing that I can say. Yes, there is a lot of children. The majority are military-age males. But this is how it looks right now. All of these individuals and all of these families, they're going to be directed and going to places that they have heard. We have heard migrants going also to Tijuana. We have heard migrants that they are going to Lukeville, Arizona. That is the place with Sonoita. We also have heard migrants that they want to go to Eagle Pass. We have heard migrants that they want to stay in Mexico, that they want to live in Mexico, but they want to get out of this state of Chiapas. This is how it looks from all sides, all around the park. This is the way it looks all around the park, and it looks like a devastation, really. We have walked. This is our 10th caravan. We have walked 9 caravans. This is our 10th one, as we are going to go to the next station, that is Huixla. Arriving to the next place, as we have walked also to Huixla, 11 kilometers more. Tomorrow is going to be. We have walked almost 22 kilometers in 2 days. Look at the child right here getting a bottle of water. Look at that. Look at that child. That child right there getting a bottle of water. Well, that's sad. Uh, and as we have all the people sleeping on the floor right here, and the whole neighborhood, it is packed. It is packed with migrants all across the neighborhood. It's more than 6,000 migrants. So this is the reality of what is coming to the northern borders. As you know, we have seen Middle East people arriving to the north borders. Those people are flying from different airports, as we witness multiple people from Syria and also from Afghanistan arriving to the borders of Tijuana and crossing immediately to the United States on a claim of asylum and refugee. This is actually how it looks. Migrants that they are economic migrants, the majority. They're migrants that they cannot afford to stay more and pay hotels, which means they cannot afford an airplane, they cannot afford a migration process. It is different with them because these migrants, they do not have the money and the funds to do what other migrants do. That other migrants, they arrive immediately to a border in the United States and they have the amount and the influx to pay a coyote, to pay a trafficker, to pay an airplane, to pay whatever they have to pay. They have that, ability and that particular, money or influence of money to pay it. But these migrants that they're located right here, they do not have the substance to maintain and to stay at a one particular place, to pay hotels, to rent an apartment, to so and so and so. So this is also an irregular migration, which, a lot of these people, they are potentially going to be arriving to the United States under the claim of asylum, but they're economic migrants. So the majority are looking for a better life, which means that they do not qualify for asylum. But a lot of them, they want to go on this petition. The thing about this is that I have asked a lot of them, are, are you willing to wait under the CBP app? And they say if the CBP app takes more than 1 month or more than 2 weeks, I'm not going to wait. I'm going to cross irregularly. I'm going to jump the wall. I'm going to cross the river and deliver myself to the authorities. So whether whether this process it is with a process or not, the migrants are understanding that they're being received and they're being admitted, embedded through a non-port of entry. And also, you see a lot of children, and I will tell you why in a few moments, why there's a lot of children. The reason why is that rumor has gone out that, you see an ambulance right here, rumor has gone out that if migrants, they come with families, they have a better gigantic possibility of not being deported to their native country. So that's why you see a lot of families. How many of these families are fake families? We don't know. How many of these families are legitimate families? We do not know. But that is the reason why you see a lot of families and a lot of units, a lot of family units that they're consistently, still walking, still, maintaining in groups. So that is the reason why, you will see a lot, a lot of, family units. Now, let me address the public. Si alguien está let me address the public in Spanish. Si alguien está en este video y está de alguna manera pidiéndome que hable español, les voy a comentar que tengo una plataforma de Instagram donde estoy haciendo consistentemente videos en español. Creo que tenemos que tener el respeto a la audiencia para entender que en estos momentos estoy hablando inglés. Ya será el momento de hablar en español. Saludos a todos. So this is the actual situation, how it looks. Now let me just walk through the street to the sidewalk so you guys can see how people are sleeping on the sidewalks. Then the Tapachula people. It's all around the businesses. It's all around, every street. It goes from blocks to blocks to blocks, walking. And as you can see, people are sleeping on the streets, sleeping on the sidewalk. Tomorrow, they're going to start walking at around 4 o'clock in the morning. They already told us that at 4 o'clock in the morning, they're going to start walking. So tomorrow is going to be an early upper. We're going to be up really early. Today, we were up since 3:30 in the morning. And since we were up since 3:30 in the morning, we started walking at 4:30, almost 5 o'clock in the morning, and we haven't had no rest at all. Thank you so much for joining in. Buy me a coffee. It's on the bottom link. People, if you guys like to contribute to Independent Reporting and Travel Fund, it is much needed. Without you guys, we cannot continue to expose. We cannot continue to do our broadcasts. And your contributions are well needed. So, we're not mainstream media. A lot of these mainstream media people, they get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars. And, it's for us, we depend on the public. So it's really much appreciated. So we're walking right here on this sidewalk where you see actually the mass migration, where it goes all the way to the back. It goes all the way to the back. As you see, men right here, all men, military age males, right now on the left side. More people on right here on the right, on the left side. More people on sidewalks. More people on sidewalks right here sleeping. This is going to be their bed for tonight, as tomorrow they're going to start walking at 4:30 in the morning. Other people, there's other places in which we have discovered that they are renting their rooms, they are renting their hotels, they are renting. Let me go see what these guys want. It's an interview in Spanish, interview in English. Let's see what these guys want. ¿Qué huele? ¿De dónde son?
Salvador.
El Salvador. Pero ¿por qué El Salvador si Nayib Bukele es el mejor presidente del continente?
No alcanza el sueldo.
Pero papá, no puede transformar el país en un solo. Es un buen presidente. Estados Unidos no tiene una buena economía ahorita, ¿eh? Sí lo saben eso, ¿verdad?
¿Nos regresamos entonces?
No, nomás les estoy diciendo. Ustedes tienen al mejor presidente del continente.
Eso no lo vamos a jugar jamás. El país más seguro a nivel mundial ahorita.
Ahorita El Salvador, entonces, ¿qué pasó, papá?
El problema es que no alcanza el salario, papi.
$300
Con todo respeto, yo trabajo en la alcaldía municipal. Yo trabajé en la alcaldía municipal de Quitamancingo, cerca de San Salvador. No alcanzo, yo gano 419.
Yo ganaba
¿Dólares?
¿Sí?
¿A la semana?
Al mes.
Al mes. ¿Sabes cuánto es el sueldo mínimo en México también? Ganas igual que gana en México. ¿Y gente sale adelante en México, papá?
No, papi, pero yo tenía...
No estamos alegando, estamos platicando, ¿ah? Porque yo como mexicano se los digo, la crisis en Estados Unidos está grave también económica. Y para poder ustedes agarrar trabajo en Estados Unidos va a ser, se lo tengo que decir como tal, va a ser difícil porque ahorita están personas que estén entrando de manera ilícita, irregular a Estados Unidos, los están deportando. No sé si les han dicho eso. Si están entrando, si se están brincando el muro, si entran por un río, si así, entonces no les van a dar alguna posibilidad de entrar. Eso se los paso a decir. Yo vivo en frontera, vivo en Tijuana, para que sepan cómo está la situación ahorita en eso. ¿Cómo piensan ustedes entonces entrar a Estados Unidos?
Con la aplicación CBP One.
Con la aplicación CBP1.
Vamos a esperar.
Todo.
A tiempo de Dios. A tiempo de Dios. Si es así, de que entramos. Y si no, pues.
Paleta, nieve.
Como digo yo, ¿no? La migración,
paletas.
el sueño americano no es donde uno quiere, sino es donde Dios lo pone, ¿no? Entonces es precisamente eso. Mándeme, papá.
También de El Salvador no sabemos qué va, como ahorita se está mejorando todo, pero el problema es que todo está subiendo, hasta las casas, hoy por la seguridad, hasta el alquiler de las casas está más caro.
Antes la renta valía 40, 50,
Las
ahora
casas
valen
podían
100.
encontrar $50 en una colonia con pandilleros, hoy las encontrar en $100 las más o menos.
Como no hay pandilleros, todas las colonias están tranquilas. O sea, el alquiler de la vivienda subió porque la gente está más tranquila.
Entonces, ¿prefieren ustedes que esté igual que antes o...?
Nosotros estamos felices porque no hay pandilleros. Así está bien.
Porque yo les voy a decir algo. Yo fui a El Salvador este año, entrevisté al ministro Villatoro. Estuve yo con él. Y estuve yo con diferentes personas. Estuve en la Ilopango, caminé en Ilopango y también estuve en un vecindario muy difícil que está para arriba ay, canijo, no me acuerdo. La Campanera, estuve en la Campanera. Estuve también ahí caminando un rato con toda la gente. Entonces ya ha cambiado mucho El Salvador.
Hay tranquilidad que sentí hoy, ¿va?
He cambiado mucho. Entonces el problema, me estás diciendo, no alcanza.
La economía. Nosotros como salvadoreños nunca andamos huyendo de nuestro país. Nosotros le agradecemos a Dios y al presidente. Ser salvadoreño es lo más lindo que puede haber. Felicidades al presidente y a todos, pero en realidad nosotros buscamos nuevos horizontes y si Dios permite que se hagan, se van a hacer, y si no, pues que Dios tenga el control de todo.
Ustedes tienen un muy bonito país, es lo único que les voy a decir.
Sí,
yo estuve en las playas y estuve yo ahorita en esas playas. Probé lo que es una pupusa. Uno, sí, esas sí son pupusas. No, sí. Y la de frijolitos de pollo no me puedo olvidar, no voy a decir nada. Y no vayas el viernes o el sábado de la playa porque ahí ya te casas y te divorcias ahí mismo.
Hasta ahora, imagínate que antes las pupusas que las podía encontrar a 2 por la hora.
Yo entiendo la situación que todos queremos. Yo entiendo que todos quieren lograr inmediatamente hacer un cambio, pero tenemos que decir, y es una realidad, el mejor presidente de todo el continente ahorita es Nayib Bukele.
No, correcto.
Es el mejor presidente.
Sí, no, es que no estamos diciendo lo contrario. Felicitamos a mi presidente. Y aquí...
Sí, les voy a hacer una pregunta. Ahorita se va a reelegir. ¿Lo reelegirían ustedes otra vez?
Sí, claro que sí. Claro que reelegimos al presidente. Estamos bien con él ahí. Sí, claro que sí. Con gusto le damos el voto. Si volvemos al país...
Aunque no estemos allá, se lo podemos dar desde arriba.
De donde sea le damos el voto.
Bueno, pues fue un placer hablar con ustedes, muchachos.
Hey, gracias.
Aunque les digo, yo respeto a su presidente. Oscar el Blue. Oscar el Blue.
Ahí te buscamos.
Sí, en Instagram, en Twitter, en Facebook, en YouTube. Ahí me
¿A qué hora
pueden
vamos a
encontrar.
salir?
Ahorita estoy en vivo.
Sí, en vivo está.
Felices paisas salvadoreños.
Ándale pues, cuídense mucho, saludos. Well, the interview, let me flip the camera for people to understand what we were talking about. And this is what I understand from this. And this is people that they want a better life immediately. And it is not like that. It is not like that. Let me just flip the camera. These people are from El Salvador. And I just told them, what are you doing here when you have the best president in the continent? I said to them, the United States is going through a horrible economical crisis. What are you doing here? You have the best president. And he said, the economy is not that good. Everything went up. Everything is expensive because security is back to normal. What do you expect? Like, he is giving you a better life. Of course, it's not going to be easy. Of course, it's not going to be, it's not going to be fun, all fun and marbles at start. But it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. I said to them, what are you doing here? You have the best president in the whole continent. I will be happy to live in my country of Mexico if I had a president like Nayib Bukele. And I will not care if my economy was not doing phenomenally 100% great, but I will be safe with my family, with my children, with my life. These people have the best president of the continent, which El Salvador was the most insecure place in the whole world, and now is one of the most secure places in the world, and they're migrating. It is illogical. For me, it's illogical. It is illogical. That's why I'm saying to them, you have the best president in the world. And I even asked them, if you will have the possibility to re-elect him and to vote for him again, will you do it? And they said yes. I'm like, what the hell are you doing here? What are you doing here? You're supposed to be in your country enjoying the great president. Of course, it's not going to be cheap to live with a great president. Of course, it's not going to be all fun and marbles. The United States is not an easy place to live. The United States is not a cheap place to live. The United States is not an easy place to go on a daily basis. Americans work 1, 2, 3, 4 jobs to make it in a daily day, to buy food, to pay gasoline, to pay car, to get all of these things that they're not easy to pay. It's just, for me, it's just, I cannot fathom to understand right now what I just witnessed. You have the best president in the world, and you are on a caravan walking. It's just, for me, it is illogical. And even they're saying, yes, we have the best president. So what are you doing here? I wish that I can tell them, you know how many Americans, how many people, not only in the United States of America, but also how many people in the world will wish to have Nayib Bukele as their president? Do you know how many of them? Do you know how many people in the world will wish to have that president? Do you know that all Venezuela is screaming to have a president not like Nayib Bukele? Do you know that Mexico wants a president like Nayib Bukele? Honduras, Nicaragua, Colombia, Everybody wants a president like that. And you're migrating on a caravan? For me, it's illogical. Come on, guys. Come on. If you have a great president, what you are asking for a great president to transform your country, to give you security, to give you a better life, and you already got it, and you're still migrating, come on. I cannot fathom, I cannot understand the logic of people, man. I understand that they want the American dream. I understand that they want to go to the United States. I understand that, but nothing comes easy. Nothing is easy. Nothing is provided easy. Dreams don't come true easy. You don't wake up in the morning and say, I want to go to someplace and they're going to give me everything and I'm going to drive a Mercedes Benz. Next day in the morning at 5 o'clock, it is not going to be like that. God puts a lot of obstacles in your life because he's testing you to see how you can do in life. God is always going to be there and is going to be always holding your hand and telling you, I'm here. These are obstacles that you're going to have in life. This is your life. Nothing is going to be given easy. If everything was easy, everybody will be rich. Everybody will be a billionaire. People will own hundreds of thousands of companies. It is not easy. It is hard. And when you have a first-class world president and you're still doing this, I don't understand. I don't understand. Oscar Blue for Real America's Voice News, walking right here behind me. They're playing the drums. I don't know what the hell they're doing. They always do this kind of stuff. They play the drums and they unite and they do a little circle and they all dance around and you got the women dancing and the men dancing, and that's the way that they get it. They celebrate that they're migrating and they are possibly going to obtain whatever they want to obtain. Thank you so much for joining in. Pleasure to be with you, walking right here in the middle of the park where more than 6,000 people are located. And when I was talking to these guys from El Salvador, I was saying, we're not arguing, right? We're not arguing. I'm not accusing you. I'm not doing anything bad to you. I'm not saying anything bad. The only thing that I'm asking is, what are you doing here? Because you have the best president in the world. What are you doing here? It's a question to be asked. I wish that I had that president. When I was sitting down and interviewing the Minister of Security of El Salvador, when me and Ben Bergquam, we were interviewing him, I almost cried because I was envious so much of what he had, of the type of man that he is, that he wants to fight against evil, that he is fighting against the MS gang, that he's fighting against all of these bad people, and he's bringing peace to his people. I almost cried of anger. I cried of envy. I cried of good envy. I cried of why I cannot have that. And now that I see these migrants from El Salvador migrating and they have that, I don't understand. What do you want then? Gold does not come from the sky. $100 bills do not come from the sky. It's difficult to understand individuals like this, but it is what it is, people. Oscar Blue, live from the Migrant Caravan. Happy Halloween to everybody. You guys enjoying Halloween? I'm over here boiling up in the heat. Really hot over here. I'm about to go and have a drink. Cold lemonade, something like that. I need it. I've been walking since 4 o'clock in the morning. If you guys like to contribute, just buy me a coffee right there on the bottom. Greatly appreciate it so we can continue. And I would like to read some few comments. I know that there's a lot of instigators in the comment section, but it's okay. Those people, they come and they instigate and they hate, but you go to their profiles and it says, I am following Oscar Blue. So I'm like, what the hell? You are following and you are criticizing. I don't understand. But God bless their dear hearts. Hopefully God will change their hearts. I will address a few comments if you guys want to ask me something, or if you guys want to address the comment, or if you guys want to ask something on the live feed. I'm right here. So let me read a few comments. Hello to people. Teresa, hello. Thank you so much, Teresa, for putting our link right there on the chat. Say hello to all my moderators and my renters in YouTube. Thank you so much for all of you. Who says, thank you, Oscar, for all you do. Thank you so much, Jenny Johnson. Thank you so much, Miss Jerry Lee. God bless your dear heart. God bless you. Thank you so much. I'll read your comments right here real quick. The phone is going to heat up. I'm in a really humid, atmosphere, so it's going to heat up. So eventually, it's going to, the live feed is going to end. So uh, let me just see. Do you see any type of? Do you see an end to this migration? We already talked about it. You guys are saying stop them, don't come, all this kind of stuff. It is not them. The migrants are not. The migrants are being invited by your own government. And if whenever the United States of America gets out of the global compact on migration, that is when you're going to see a change. Meanwhile, the United States is being hijacked by globalists and by the United Nations, and they're the ones that they control your borders. Do you see border patrol agents, doing, I don't know, doing some kind of a different job in terms to when they arrive into the northern borders? Or do you see a difference between the National Guard when they arrive into the northern borders? Do you see something like that? No. Why? Because the globalists are controlling your borders. That's what it is. So you pointing the finger all the time. Oh, stop them. Oh, do this. Oh, we don't want all this, all that. Go to the Capitol and exercise your right. You know what? Sorry about that, because they're going to get it out of context. Exercise your right and go to these politicians and tell them, what the hell are you doing with immigration policies? A lot of people are risking their lives. The only ones that they are profiting out of this human misery, it is the cartels, it is the NGOs, that they're making billions of dollars. It is not a lie. They are making billions of dollars. It is not a lie. It is not a conspiracy theory like these leftists say. It is not creating hysteria. It is not fear-mongering. It is not white supremacy. It is not white imperialism. It is not xenophobic, transphobic, homophobic, pronoun-phobic, fatphobic, fascist, racist, narcissist, and Zionist. It is none of that, because those are your terms that you're going to use. It is none of the above. It is all reality. Their cartels are making billions of dollars, and the NGOs are making billions of dollars. So who is the American taxpayer making billions of dollars? No, you're not. As a matter of fact, you're being taxed, and the inflation is hitting you in your pockets really hard. Look at your gas prices. Look at everything that is happening in your country, the United States. Look at New York. Look at Chicago. Look at Baltimore. Look at San Francisco. Look at Los Angeles. Look at all the border towns. Look at Eagle Pass. Look at all these places. Look at El Paso, Texas, when it gets hit. Look at all these places. I'm not preaching to the choir. I'm just telling you facts. Telling you facts. These politicians are not doing anything humane for immigration policies. They're only incentivizing for people to keep crossing illicitly and paying the cartel on the Mexican side. They see only the American side. They see it only on the American side that they're being admitted, they're being vetted, we're helping. Yeah, but you're not seeing what you're provoking on our side. What you're provoking on our side is the cartel is the one that is making millions and millions of dollars. And you're the one that is incentivizing this to normalize and regularize this. God bless you guys. Hot as hell, man. Hot as hell. I deserve a break. I deserve a break. Just came back from Israel, man. 10 hours of difference. I was going to rest for a couple of days and, arrived on Monday. And on Wednesday, they told me, Oscar, there's going to be a caravan starting on the next Monday. I'm like, oh, for God's sake, I cannot. I'm jet lagged still. I haven't got any sleep. I'm waking up at 2:30 in the morning every day thinking that it's lunch. I'm like, oh, I got to do it. So we're down here. We're trying to do our best to give you guys the coverage that you guys deserve. And tomorrow we're going to start walking at around 4:30 in the morning, Central Time, for you guys to get that. Be sure to be watching Real America's Voices. I'm in the morning show every day. Tomorrow I'm going to be in the morning show again. And also possibly I'm going to be with Steve Bannon in the War Room also again in the evening. So Anonymous, thank you so much for the copies. Thank you so much for every single one of you that you are sending copies. I haven't read the other messages because it is being sent on this phone. So it's really difficult for me to see who's sending the copies or not. But, thank you so much for every single one of you that is donating, that is helping me out. Much needed, really much needed. As we are bulleting up over here, got my camera guy over here just doing some video. Says Oscar, what light color clothing to reflect the sun heat rays. You will be considerably cooler. Uh, the thing is that I like to wear these military, shirts. They're really comfortable, and also this is the kind of attire that I have been wearing for quite some time now as a war correspondent. Been a couple of wars, so these kind of shirts are comfortable. They're not hot, and ultimately they're loose, so I like them. That it's inevitable. Whatever you're going to wear, even if you're not wearing a shirt, you're going to be hot. So it doesn't take away the fact that everything is it's much a lot of humidity over here, and a lot of the sun is hitting me right now in the forehead. So this is about it. What I can handle right now is 30 minutes going in. Tomorrow possibly I'm going to go live early in the morning around 4:30 Central Time in the morning for you guys. If you guys are an early upper, you guys can see the live feed as I'm going to be walking tomorrow all the way to Weeksla. I'll be walking 15 kilometers. I'm going to do my cardio tomorrow. So, where's your hat? I have it on my car. So yes, you're right. Where's my hat? I have it on my car, but I forgot to wear it. So thank you so much for joining in. God bless your dear hearts. Thank you, all of you. We are in Salvador or Tapachula. Sometimes I like to talk to the migrants the way that we need to talk to the migrants. It's not that we need to pander and victimize the whole situation. That is the problem. We victimize the situation and it aggravates to be more victimized. No, we have to talk to them like, these migrants from El Salvador, what are you doing here, man? You have the greatest president in the continent. What's the whole deal with it? But, it's a lot of people want the American dream and they want easy and they want it fast and they want it now. So it's not that way. You had to work for it and you had to earn it. That's the way I was raised. I don't know other people. So God bless your dear hearts. Thank you so much for joining in. See you guys later on. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Getter. Follow me on my website, OscarBlueRamirez.com. And also, if you're seeing the website link and if it is in Spanish, go in there and there's an English tab on the top. So you can click on English and it will translate immediately in English. God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody for donating. We'll see each other later on. I'm going to go get myself an lemonade. Stay safe, and like we always say, God's plan is our mission. Follow Real America's Voice News, Patriot Mobile, our best sponsor. Thank you so much. Stay safe.